My name is Tim Makaiwa. I'm founder of CEO of MusterPoint. And if you ask me what is MusterPoint is basically an office hospitality business. And what do I mean by that? You basically provide office spaces for companies in a reduced way, in that when you come as you are, you just plug in. So you don't have to take on the headache of infrastructure setup, energy supply, the office support and the cleaning, internet, security, and everything is provided for you. So it's like a program. So it's almost like hospitality as a service. I mean, if you can compare it to like hotel is accommodation hospitality. Meaning that if you need somewhere where you want to stay, you just go there, it's the heart, and then and then every other taken care of. You want to eat, food is provided for. You need to provided for. At least you have something. You can decide to come with your snacks and eat whatever you have in your room. But at least the basic thing is that you have a accommodation that can carry you for as long as you want to stay there. So if you want to sleep, there's always Wi-Fi, there's a lot of cleaning services, there's everything you need within a space where it works for you basically. And depending on your budget, you can find different categories of accommodation that fit your budget. So we offer office hospitality against the traditional open floor office. You rent it and then you have to put it up by yourself and build the infrastructure that keeps your office running. That means you have to have a big manager that manages administrative needs. You have to have, if it's not serviced, you have to buy a generator. You have to find a way to get your internet across, and then you have to also have somebody managing internet supporting and all the other things. And when you look at it typically, why should a business, if you're not an IT solution provider, why are you having to take on all the headache of running an office?
Sure, it does make sense.
So we just provide that as a service. So you pay us for the access to use that service. And that describes what we do more than that basically. So we also do other things like venture building, support startups. So we collaborate with businesses within our ecosystem to build meaningful solutions that we think are valuable. So one of the products that we have that I also co-founded with one of my clients, who's my partner, is called SmartTech. It's an educational technology solution that solves the problem of online learning conversion. So there's a problem. The pain point of all online learning is not to start a course, it's to finish it.
So we'll come back to smart solution.
SmartTech.
We'll come back to SmartTech in a minute, but let me kind of like deep dive a little bit. I have a series of questions which we'll talk about, but talking about the introduction you just gave. So if I move to the next one, it's going to be, did you start this business of yours as a side hustle, or was it, let me put it frankly, a calling?
So what I would say is that it was a need. So when I left, I was working. Where I was working for, that was
corporate world.
Yeah, I've always been a startup founder. No, I worked. So even the company I was working for, I was like co-founder.
Okay.
So we worked together for 7 years. There were differences in direction. I felt that where we were going was not going to deliver the future. And the founder, I'm a co-founder, but the original founder, we didn't have no direction. So I had to leave the organization. And then, so there was a transition period where I was just trying to do something just to stay alive. Because I didn't know what next. Well, yeah, I didn't know what next. But the what next didn't deliver the kind of value I wanted. And I was by the time I was married, I had a family and all that. So I was a bit under pressure to kind of find something doing. So I went into merchandising, marketing, did all kind of stuff. But when I was doing those businesses, I also knew. Back then, these days working from home now. Back then, working from home now was not that settled. So if your landlord saw you working from home, he was going to be worried that when you pay my rent, paying his teeth.
True.
But now, nobody's worried about work from home anymore. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have a job. But back then, I was at 5, 6, maybe 6.
I know what you mean.
Working from home was not really that settled.
Yeah.
Like that. So back then, so I needed this to kind of work instead of just staying at home. My wife would work out and all that. I worked in the friends place. So just kind of, because it's a long story, but I'm trying to wrap it up, summarize it. So I used to have a group of friends who I used to go and work in their house. I just wanted to leave the house. I didn't want, but I lived in the same apartment. My landlord lived in the same space, and sometimes she's kind of honestly put them just wondering, and she was asking what's going on. Okay, so I didn't want those kind of
questioning.
So I used to leave the house, but actually I wasn't going to any office. I was going to a friend's place, where some group of friends had then who had a space where they also worked. But they were working in a place where they are in a lot of neighbors. So I used to go there. So work there, but there's also distraction because sometimes the girlfriend would come, work and things. So I told them, why don't you just try it? Let's put resources together and get a space and just share the running costs. But we didn't see anything there. That was the time I started thinking about co-working space. So I started thinking about that. If I get a space, I'll put it up. But I didn't know there was even a business called co-working there. It was just like, that was really a gift. So I tried to do it, got a space, did the plan and that. Of course, and because it's capital intensive.
I can imagine.
So I tried to talk to my friends there to say, I done the plan. So I showed them the plan. This is the plan. This is what we can make. But they said they were interested. So I kind of offered it. So I kind of got the idea. But I spent some money on a few things. But I knew how to be architecturally design on our house. So I left it, but I still needed an office space. But I couldn't afford to go and rent a few buildings and furnish it because it was just going to all my money was going to go into that. I didn't have a workable model yet that would justify kind of expense. Yeah, but I still needed a desk somewhere to just work from that. I wouldn't be distracted at all. So I started thinking about it. So again, what I did was that one night I just started searching, and there was other co-working spaces in Lagos at that point in time. But they were on the island. I didn't know that. They were on the island, Kogi, VI. And I was like, how can I know the way Lagos is regular traffic. So I was like, I'm an entrepreneur. How would I leave my house in one? Drive about 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours.
That doesn't make sense.
Then drive around 1 hour, 30 minutes back every day because I went to 2 co-working spaces. It didn't make productivity sense.
Yeah, true.
So I said, well, why is nobody setting up co-working spaces in mainland? Why is nobody doing that? I ended up with that probably patronize. So that was when I started searching. So I sent and I stumbled on the co-working space apartment, area. So I came there with one of my lady. It's called long story short. So I started wanting to say something about the customer. So we became friends for some time. I told her about my attempt to set up co-working space. I didn't work out. So we became friends. She shut down the co-working space. I tried to convince her, but she didn't listen to me. Shut it down. Started a school. The school didn't work out. And I was just going to be like, see, I'm trying to do this work space. I want to just take over this space. So basically, I took over a co-working space that was
going out of business.
Yes, that was shutting down.
Gotcha.
So we negotiated the terms. I structured the terms of taking over legally, and then I took over. And the co-working that was not. And the rest is
So there are 2 things there that I will just dive in. So to summarize my question from your response, one could say it's basically a need.
It was responsible personally.
Okay.
So I solved my own problem and then became a business.
Yeah, you solved your problem, but at the same time in response to the need of people who serve.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So it was a need that I had, and then I told dancing.